Hello everyone and welcome back to Beatles Beatles channel. Lovely to have you here. Thanks for joining me for this video and I hope you're all doing well. In today's video I'm going to be opening this 56-year-old album, Live Piece in Toronto 1969. Now if you watched the video that I did about my time at the Chicago Fest back in August, you'll know that I picked this up at the fest. It cost me $40 to buy it, but this is a US first pressing of the album and it includes the calendar. You can see it there inside, and we're going to get the shrink off of this and have a look at that calendar and the record, of course, in this video. But before we do that, just a couple of bits of news that I just wanted to share with you. The first news item is that today, Monday the 29th of September, the first podcast, or the first one that I've seen, of Sean being interviewed about the Power to the People box has dropped today. He did a show called The Raconteurs, which is hosted by Gary Kemp, who you may remember used to be in Spandau Ballet, and his partner, not his partner in the biblical sense, but his partner on the show, Guy Pratt. And I watched it. It's about an hour long. I have to say there's not really anything that I need to tell you about in this podcast. I don't think the questions were not very good. They're certainly not the sort of questions that we would have asked as fans, I don't think. And it turns out that most of the podcast was more about the one-to-one film that came out in April, that I went to the premiere of, and I did do a review of that and sort of told you everything pretty much that is spoken about in this podcast as far as that is concerned. There was a little bit about the box. If you want to listen to it, there will be a link down in this description, but I would say it's not really essential listening, but choice is yours. The other thing is that expect Sean to be doing quite a lot of promotional work for the Power to the People box in the next couple of weeks leading up to the release and maybe shortly after. I know that he has done a lengthy interview with Mojo magazine, and I'm a subscriber to Mojo, and this interview that he's done about the Power to the People box will be in their December issue. Now that sounds like it's a long time in the future, but it's not really, because you know, if you know Mojo, then they publish the publishing date is kind of at least a month, maybe 6 weeks ahead of the actual date. So for subscribers to Mojo magazine, we usually get it about mid-month. So I've just got, mid-September, I've just got the issue that is dated November 2025. So the December issue will be out mid-October. That's when subscribers will get it, and I think it hits the newsstand on the 1st of November if you're not a subscriber, but I will be getting it early, so I will be going through that interview with you when that issue of Mojo drops, and I'll be telling you about what he said and all that sort of thing. And one other little piece of news is that I've been really lucky. I've been invited to a listening party for the one-to-one concert that's being held in London on John's birthday, and Sean's birthday for that matter, on the 9th of October. So I will be going to that, and I will be reporting on that as well. I think it may be like the hybrid show being played in a theatre in Dolby Atmos or something like that. They're not very specific about the details, but I got sent an invitation. I said, yeah, love to come. So I will be doing that. Okay, let's get on with Live Piece in Toronto. So as I said, I've been looking for this for years and years and years. I've never come across one out in the wild that has got the calendar in it, and it's very timely. It's very timely because I looked this up And the calendar that is in here is 1970s calendar. You know, the album came out in December 1969, and the calendar in here is for 1970. But the next time that the 1970 calendar is exactly the same as a present day calendar is next year. 2026. Now, I don't know what sort of calendar this is. It looks like, from there, it looks like it could be like one picture for each month, or it could just be one picture and then each month. You can't really tell, because there's quite a bit of padding in there, but we don't know which way round it is. I don't know if it's the picture or the dates that have got the many pages. So I'm kind of preparing myself for disappointment, because I'm hoping it's a different picture for each day. But if you've got one of these and you still use a calendar, I don't know, does anyone still use a calendar that they pin up in their kitchen and write appointments on it? Dentist, Tuesday the 12th, 4 p.m, or whatever it is that you put on your calendar. I don't think anyone does that anymore. Just use your phone, don't you? But if you do, then next year you will be able to dig out your copy of the 1970 calendar and pretend that it's a 2026 calendar, because the dates are exactly the same. The January the 1st starts on the same day of the week, and it's the same number of days in the year. So that's let's get it open. Before we do, just show you, this is my copy. It's the only copy that I owned prior to getting this. I bought this in 1977, and I know this is going to sound really geeky. But I do remember actually buying it, because I can remember seeing the Sex Pistols on Top of the Pops doing Pretty Vacant, and thought, I've got to buy that single. And I went to the record shop to get the single, and I found this in it, and for some reason I remember that it was the same day. Bought both of those records on the same day, so I don't remember the actual day, but it was around summer 1977. This was fairly early into my getting the solo albums, and I kind of knew what it was, but when I got it home and played it, I couldn't. I had no idea what was going to hit me on side 2. I had absolutely no idea whatsoever of Yoko's sort of, avant-garde shenanigans. I reckon that I've played side 2 of this record maybe twice in that time, and maybe I'm exaggerating that to the tune of 1. I don't know, but side 2 is not really for me. It's a bit of a challenge, but side 1 is fantastic. We kind of know the story of the concert. It's the rock and roll revival concert in Toronto. I think it happened in September 1969, and John put Scratch Band together. John and Yoko, Klaus Voormann on bass, Eric Clapton on guitar, and Alan White on drums. They had no rehearsal for it. They rehearsed on acoustic guitars on the plane going over from London to Toronto, and just went out and did it. Very sort of off the cuff sort of performance, but the performance is good. It's got like an early version of Cold Turkey, before it took its final form. A first version of that, it had a sort of a rocked up version of Give Peace a Chance, and a few covers: Blue Suede Shoes, Money, Dizzy Miss Lizzie, Your Blues as well was played there as well, and a really, really good version of Your Blues on this album. And so I've the one that I've got back in 1977, it hasn't got the calendar in it. It's just like that. Let's just have a quick look at it, and then we can compare it. It just comes in a normal plain EMI in a sleeve like that, and there's nothing to it. It's just got the album inside. Okay, so that is what my original looks like. This is the only copy, as I say, that I had of it. I don't even have it on CD. So let's get the shrink off and see what's inside. So almost 56 years sealed. let's reveal it. Get the shrink off. So there is the record with the shrink off. And first thing that I notice is that this is got a matte feel to it, whereas the UK version is fully laminated, and so it's more glossy. This is more matte. That is the back of the sleeve there. There is the track listing for you, if you don't know. And one thing that I've noticed straight away is this bit at the bottom, which says manufactured by Apple Records Inc. and the Broadway address there. We don't get that on the UK version, obviously, but we do get Garrett and printed by Garrett and Lofthouse, the sleeve that is, which is not on this one. We'll have a look at the record, but let's just have a quick sneak peek at the calendar. I'll show you it properly in a minute. Different picture for each month. That is what I was hoping for, so I'm happy. Let's have a look at the record. Bit creased, the inner sleeve. It's not polyline, so we need one of those. And it's got quite a bit of bits and pieces on it, so it'll need a clean. There's the label close up. It's a different matrix number there. So I think the UK one is Core 2001. Different matrix number there, and different credit here for Eric Clapton at the top there above the hole. You can see there Eric Clapton performs by courtesy of Atlantic Records, which is his US label, was his US label at the time. On the UK version, the Eric Clapton bit is down the bottom there, and it says Eric Clapton performs by courtesy of Polydor Records, which is his UK label, or was at the time. The side 2, slightly different label to the UK version. Let's have a look there. Slightly different colours, more traditional one on the UK label. And I don't know if I can get this on the camera. There, you've got the little emblem there, indicates, I think that's Winchester pressing plant for this particular copy of the album. Okay, let's start going through the calendar. Okay, so that is the front cover. There it says paste your own picture on the front, and there's much more to this than I was expecting. There's an intro page there, which is kind of written in the style of John's books in his own right and Spaniard in the Works, and a little biography in the same way that does come from In His Own Right. And then there's that there from about Yoko, and I'll just leave it there so you can pause it if you want to read it. That's the intro. So this is January, picture of both of them in their childhood, and there's the January calendar, and you've got a little bit of lyric from I Am the Walrus, and then I think something there from Grapefruit, I think there from Yoko. So that is January. February, it says through many lenses, many pauses, dreaming of one another, the last performance of Yoko before meeting John, the last performance of John before meeting Yoko. Picture there, Candlestick Park. And there is February, and there we've got the bit of lyrics from Across the Universe, and from Yoko we've got tuna fish sandwich piece. Let me read it because it's important. It's important. Imagine 1,000 suns in the sky at the same time. Let them shine for an hour. Then let them gradually melt into the sky. Make one tuna fish sandwich and eat. Spring 1964. I think that's from Grapefruit as well. Okay, so we move on to March. That picture from the Two Virgins shoot. And there we've got piece from that's from Spaniard in the Works, and then a piece from Grapefruit there. April, Planting Acorns, Coventry Cathedral, I think that was. And what we've got here, this one, I Sat Belonely, I think that's from In His Own Right. And then we've got Cloud Piece, which you'll recognise from the Imagine sleeve. I think that is taken at the theatre performance of In His Own Right, 1968 there. And we've got a piece here from Spaniard in the Works and Counting piece from Yoko. Obviously pause the video if you want to read it. This is the You Are Here, the Fraser Gallery, 1968 there. This is for June. And you've got the Last Will and Testicle there from Spaniard in the Works, and Fly Piece there from Yoko. On to July, still there from the Smile film, and One Fat Morning, Eric Hirable wake up with an aborman fat growth on a bombly on his head from In His Own Right, and Blood Piece there from Yoko from the Grapefruit book, taken in the Montague Square flat for August. And we've got a piece from In His Own Right and Hide and Seek piece from Yoko there for August. On to September. This picture says John and Yoko as Paul saw them in BMI recording studio, photo by Paul McCartney, and he's holding a teapot there that you may be able to read. Says, "This is a very beautiful pot of afternoon tea." And we've got something from Spaniard in the Works and Mess Piece there. There's much more to this than I thought. This has been busted at Montague Square. How many coppers does it take to arrest one man and one woman? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's October there. On to November. Queen Charlotte Hospital, after Yoko had a miscarriage in November 1968. And there we've got a bit of lyric from Help. That is that. And then on to December. This is, it says, now you know how many holes it takes. Albert Hall, Our Chemical Wedding Bag performance by John and Yoko there. And there we've got a bit of lyric there from Day in the Life and Dawn Piece by Yoko. That is December. Oh, and then we've got a spare month. We've got a spare month. It says there 13th month, and it just says, from John, I've got nothing to say, but it's okay. Good morning, good morning. And Drinking Peace for Orchestra by Yoko. And that's 13th month. And some credits there at the back. That's fantastic. I love it. I love it. Worth the wait. That was worth the 50-year wait, I think. Right, okay. So that's it. You've seen everything. You've seen everything that is in this package. Just the usual bit of housekeeping before I go. Please remember to give the video a like. It really does help the channel, and I can't express that enough. It really, really does help. Helps get my videos out there to more people. So please just take a second of your life just to hit that like button. You'd be doing me a big favour. If you're watching this channel, you're not subscribed, and you like what you see, please consider supporting the channel by subscribing. It is absolutely free, and not only is it free to subscribe, but this channel is ad free as well. You'll get no ads mid-roll on this channel. That is my promise to you. Okay, if you let me know down in the comments what you think about this package, the calendar and all that sort of thing. If you've got one, let me know. Love to hear from you, all that good stuff. That is it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye bye.